But answer me this, even before we go into the remake. So all of the success and the buzz that y'all had captured from the Freestyle King days, now I Look Good comes out, and it shoots through the roof.
Yeah.
What adjustment did you have to make just on multiple levels in terms of how you move now, and how did that look?
Did you ever think about getting a hairpiece?
Yeah.
Nope. I didn't think about going get no weight reduction, no gas. I didn't think about none of that. I'm like as I just told you from the music, I just wanted to be heard. If the slight gullibleness overall at that point was like, it don't matter my size, the talent's gonna be good, and the more this moves, the more they'll see how I handle business. At some point, it was just, we don't care about none of that. We just want business and what we can do. The higher ups was just like, we just want to do whatever business, and we'll move on to the next. Because now at that point, it doesn't seem like it, but music is really, really starting to microwave, heat up. It's just what's the next? What's the next? What's the next? What's the next? But to backtrack a little bit, when we made I Look Good and got ready for it, a lot of we were going to DJ pools and be like, man, I can't put this in my mix. It don't match with nothing. And everything was slow. Well, right around the same time, the Road was doing Ice Cream Paint Job. And so they matched, and we was like, well, you could put those together while that the Road song was out and it was running. And the Dallas DJs was mixing it in behind each other. So that was a good solid mix for even if you didn't know the song or like the song or rock with it while we doing business. And we got the business side of the DJs, and then we got the supporter DJs while they going hand in hand. This is the mix that both y'all have an idea that y'all can do. So whether the people like listening to this or not, here it comes. Because this is what we got to mix, and this is what we can segue back into the other stuff we gonna play for y'all. The dilemma at that time was that music was still so much faster. And even though I Look Good feels upbeat, it's still a slower tempo. And we were running into some problem with that until Soulja Boy dropped This Is My Swag.
Okay.
So if you know, this time it was a lot of New York music being played, but it was up tempo and blah blah. And Soulja Boy dropped This Is My Swag, and his business end was way bigger than mine. And they had no choice but to slow it down. We got to figure out what can be played. And now that he has broken up the monotony of the high speed BPM, and you got to play this in somewhere, or we got to speed this up so much that it connects to make it blend to where we don't sound like regular DJs. We got a whole nother lane of slower rhythm music to put in. Here comes Ice Cream Paint Job. Here comes I Look Good. That whole segment, it starts to flow for other people and other tempos of music to be played back into it. And that's what Soulja Boy, I give him credit, even though he don't know this and this ain't about that. I'm glad that happened because
changed the trajectory.
Yeah, it changed the trajectory of everybody being able to, all across the board, not just copying this speed, making music for the speed just to make it, just to get on.
So many songs that won in the clubs that are different tempos throughout time. I don't know why a lot of times DJs get locked in there. Because in the moment. But one thing I think that's stood
the labels.
Out,
that's the labels.
Right,
it's not necessarily DJs, because now it's at a bigger monetization point. The labels are seeing what's what, or figuring out who they got that's hot. Now they're matching all of their trending artists that they have in the stable together. That if you got hot with this one,
we got to cookie cut. We got to cookie cut that. Yeah.
This is our formula. Every last artist that we got, you got to have one this tempo.
But an advantage to me with I Look Good, and you tell me if you agree or disagree with this. Anytime I was in the club, it didn't necessarily matter what was played before it, because what y'all know. Then I'm gonna tell you why. Because what y'all did, and if this was strategy or just by chance, the way it starts off is the acapella is like, on my mama.
Yeah.
So it's no beat to mix the blend right in. It don't matter what came on before that. When that, on my mama, on my hood, it's nothing bland.
And
then that automatically turns the tempo to what it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying?
Every song had a formula, but also had some type of repetitive chant that people could sing inside the song. We just decided that we gonna start it off like that
with no beat. And that was genius right there. You know, because a blend is not necessary at that point. Now we're gonna adjust when we do come in, and we're gonna do what we do. So the labels, they come calling after that, you know. And so that when I was saying what was the adjustment that you had, I mean just from now, man, I got to get my business mind strong. I got to get all these different things in order. Was it about getting management? Was it about I'm gonna still try to do it myself? And how that happened when that wave of business started to fall on you at that point?
When I was still with Dirty Third, and I still am.
Right.
So our business, Bull graduated business. So we looked for the best management for what we needed specifically, not just somebody that was already a part of somebody's entertainment business or label already that was going to try to just sign us and put us on.
Yeah.
We built our own core group. My manager, Brian, was going to school to Sam. He had no idea about management. Nor since he brought me in, I was going to have him be as my management. Then he passed. And I had Ryan, who was coming up, who was also somewhat a fan, but also growing up in the group of our core people being a part of us. I was like, hey, man, you want to take a shot at being a manager?
Yeah.
So he's my manager. But he is, to this day now, one of the fiercest managers you can have.
Man.
He's had a hand in a part of all of my deals as far as the Toyota, the Gillette, any situation going on, he's a major part of it. I stand behind him, and when you come talk to me, I'm gonna direct you to him.
Right.
It's not one of those guys that, man, he overcharging. He charge you what I'm worth.
Come on. Come on, Charlie.
He charges you what I'm worth, and I'm gonna always get what I'm worth. Now it might be negotiable from that point, your communication, but if you talk sideways, it's going up.
Right.
You talk like you got sense, or you got drive trying to come somewhere, we're gonna adjust it. I'm not a money hungry guy.
Yeah.
I'm a handle my business and take care of my family, take care of my necessities, and go on, because still to this day, though, I'm in this business of entertainment, and you make monetary gain from entertainment. I'm entertaining y'all simply because I'm releasing my own stress and enjoying myself. I'm still in that mode and frame. So if all this disappears after I leave this podcast, I did everything I wanted to do, how I wanted to do it, in the manner in which I wanted to do it, for my own therapeutic musical release and freedom. Every idea that somebody thinks is stupid, somebody else likes it.
Come on.
And any idea I feel was too you feel I was too far gone over talking about a topic that I don't know nothing about, somebody else understands it and give you a correlation to it. It is my expression has helped spark communications in people that don't see things the same way, and then they find some way to find a median or a way to agree to disagree, but still you communicated about something on some plane where you still show you got this is what music is about.
That's right.
And that's what I'm proud of the most. That's what I appreciate the most. Not the fact that I made some money, it's the fact that you listen.
Come on. Yeah. That's what the mindset was from the beginning.
Yeah.
Before when you went to the records, when you showed up at the shop, like, y'all want me to jump on something?
Yeah.
Your mind is about the love and the artistic approach to the whole thing. Brother K Reno, look, man, the Underground Dialogue website is back in function. We back in motion, man. If y'all want Underground Dialogue podcast merch, whatever you need, go to undergrounddialogue.com and check us out. And always make sure that every Wednesday night, y'all are checking out the Underground Dialogue podcast. right on YouTube, 9 p.m. Central Time. Yeah! What's up, man? It's your big brother, K. Reno. And check this out, man. The Underground Dialogue Podcast is offering advertising opportunities, man. You can promote your business. You can promote your video, your song, whatever it is that you have, man. Reach out to us if you're interested in promoting on the Underground Dialogue Podcast. All you got to do is email us at undergrounddialoguepodcast@gmail.com. Get it.